Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Your Natural Healer channel. This is Tammy, and sorry if I sound a little tired today. This between the time change, which I'm still getting used to, believe it or not, and Aries this year. I just don't know if it's that I'm more in tune to it this year or what, but oh my God, it's just kicking my butt. Anyway, this morning we are going to do our tarot reading for the week, and I am using this deck. I've got a beautiful piece. It's double terminated quartz. And this is called, it's like the Mystique Moon Tarot deck or something. I love it. It's absolutely gorgeous. And I just resonate with this deck so much. I just connect with it. All right. So first of all, my thoughts are all over the place. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I'm so glad that you're here. Normally, I'm not quite this scattered-brained. I do need coffee, but welcome to the channel. And to those who are regular viewers, good morning, happy Monday, and I hope everybody had a great weekend. Real quick, let's go ahead and get the housekeeping out of the way. This should be the last long one as far as for the tarot. Whoops, see, I'm knocking stuff around. Housekeeping real quick. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so. Thank you in advance. And that algorithm is real. You can turn off the notifications. That would not bother me. But by hitting that subscribe button, it really does help me and my channel with that YouTube algorithm. All right, let's talk about some specials because this reading is, I usually say from today through Thursday because we do our oracle message on Friday. But this reading is really good for the week. And then the oracle message is just our message for the weekend. Energy is usually a little different on the weekend. So this reading is good from today, the 27th through April 2nd. All right. Now, so April is next week. So we got some things to talk about. Two specials that end on Friday are the Jupiter report. If that's something you're interested in, what I will do is I will, once you purchase the report, which it's on sale for $7.77, it's a 20 to 25 page report. Once you purchase it, I'll shoot you an email and I will need some personal information from you. I do not store it. Once I finish your report and send it to you and you confirm that you've received it, I delete all your information. So the report is two parts. The first part talks about your Jupiter placements, and that's all going to be based off the date, time, and place you were born. Then the second part of the report is a 3-month forecasting. I don't like to call it horoscope. It's a 3-month forecasting about your Jupiter based on your current location. Because remember, wherever we're at in the world, Jupiter, we see it differently. If we can, see, or the energies affect differently, I guess is the best way that we could say it. Although recently, I think it was Jupiter was the one that we saw. Anyway, sorry, I digress. Jupiter is known as the planet of luck and fortune and our career path. So the forecasting, for the most part, it's daily. Sometimes the forecast covers a couple of days. But it's really great information, if you're really trying to work on, your career and moving forward and need a little guidance. The second thing is we have the spring equinox this month, spring is a time, it's rejuvenation, rebirth. So I'm offering a personal reading specifically for the energies of the spring equinox. If that is something you're interested in, it is a discounted rate. Both items can be found at yournaturalhealer.com. Click on the services section and it'll be at the top. Now, the last thing I want to talk about, it starts on Saturday, April 1st. That's going to be the last day that you can sign up, only because that following Sunday, each person that signs up will be getting a one-on-one 20 to 30 minute distance Reiki session for that first week. It'll be the root chakra. So at the 4-week chakra healing event is it's $75. But for the next 4 weeks, we will go over the root chakra week 1, sacral week 2, solar plexus week 3, and the heart chakra week 4. We will have you will have your personal distance Reiki session every Sunday. Every Wednesday, there'll be a group distance Reiki session. I'm going to create a crystal grid to amplify our healing energy for the week. Every day, you'll get a personalized message from me with, I'll pull a card for some guidance for the day. We'll talk about whatever chakra we're on and how we're going to work on healing it that day. And this event, and I don't want to give a lot away, but there will be meditations and like I said, Reiki and all kinds of different healing things, color therapy and things like that. And it's going to be a great, great, great event. The event, if you took apart all the pieces and added them together, honestly, it's worth more than $450. But I had a dream about this and my guides were like $75. So that's what I'm doing. Let's put this back here. So anyway, if you go to yournaturalhealer.com, there is a tab. It says, I think, the April lower chakra healing event. That'll tell you where to go. I'm actually running it through my other website, which is the educational branch of my business, which is called the Lotus Center. So you can also go to lotuscenter.online.com and you can sign up for the healing event there. It is under courses, but I didn't want to pay for 2 different programs because you have to pay to create courses. So it is a program. And I had already paid for it for the Lotus Center. So I was like, well, it's ridiculous to pay that kind of money again for Your Natural Healer when you're only going to be using it here and there. And plus, my business is technically called the Lotus Center for Holistic Healing, DBA, Your Natural Healer. But anyway, that doesn't matter. So if you really, 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 really need healing of your lower chakras, this is a great event. Like I said, every week you're going to get 4 personal 20-minute distance Reiki sessions for that specific chakra. Every Wednesday, there'll be a group distance Reiki session. And I'm going to be teaching you all kinds of ways that you can work on healing your root chakra when you're not able to receive Reiki healing. All right. So again, check all those things out. It's going to be wonderful. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and start shuffling this deck. So I'm going to hit it and let's remove any negativity out of these cards. But aren't these pretty? I just love them. They're just such a gorgeous card. They are very stiff, so I need to break it up into pieces to shuffle. So while I'm shuffling, for those of you who are new, what I do is after I'm done shuffling, I will pull 3 cards. I will lay them out, and you will use your intuition, your third eye, and pick a card. You're either going to pick the left, the middle, or the right card, okay? This will be time stamped, so you don't if you pick the right card, you do not have to watch, the left and the middle. You can go ahead and go to that time stamp. But at the end, there's a time stamp for the Reiki Hug. And what that is, it's just a small 2-minute distance Reiki session. That's why I call it like a little hug. And it's sending you Reiki healing energy for, whether physical, emotional, mental, spiritual healing, whatever, you may need at the time of watching this. So make sure you don't skip over that. All right. Other than that, that is it. And down below in the description, I will have, now I can't shuffle this way on camera because the cards will fly everywhere. So I do apologize for that. But I want to give it a couple shuffles here. All the information that I talked about the specials, the things that are on sale, and the healing event, they'll be all down below in the description. So if you want more information, at the end of the video, go ahead and take a look at the description and you can find all that information. It'll be right there, and you can check it out. I don't know why I set them back down. I've done that the last few weeks. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get started. And like I said, normally the intro is not 10 minutes long, but March Madness. We had a lot of things going on this month. All right. So again, here are your cards. You have left, center, middle, whatever you want to call it, and right. So go ahead, pick a card, use your intuition. Don't think too much into it. And let's begin. So left's card is, aren't these pretty? This is the Four of Swords. All right. So the Four of Swords, I'm just going to come out and say, and it's just kind of, and it's just crazy how the universe works. Your root chakra needs some attention. You're worrying about a lot of things, and some things that you're worried about are valid. And remember, our root chakra has to deal with our sense of stability, security, personal safety, and that can deal with especially money. And that's what I'm getting the feeling with this, even though it's not a Pentacles card, but worrying about money. And I know the economy sucks right now and it's just getting worse, but you'll always hear me say, you can't worry about things that you cannot control. But the thing with this card is you're worrying about things that haven't even happened yet. Because as you see, if you look at the card, the swords are between, and I'm sorry, I got to hang now. The swords aren't piercing the flowers. They're between them. So there's no harm done, no harm, no foul. So what this card is saying is that right now, with all this crap that you're worrying about, the majority of it might not even happen. So why are you so worried? And I mean, sure, we all worry about like, oh God, if the economy, let's say if you work in construction, they just raise interest rates. The economy continues, prices keep going up. So the price of wood and things like that, people then maybe aren't necessarily going to build new homes. They're not going to really do a lot of home improvement projects because it's too expensive. So if you're somebody, you own a construction company, you could be really worried about that right now. And it is, yes, important that you do need to be aware of it, but don't take it to the point that it's causing you stress and anxiety and ulcers and all these physical things that can come to it. Because when we worry and create stress and anxiety, then it will start to present physically. You're tired all the time, insomnia, you can't sleep, like I said, ulcers, maybe digestive issues. And this is all stemming from your root chakra. And, in life, sure, in the situation I mentioned, sure, you're going to be concerned that, if the economy keeps going the way it does, what's going to happen if things slow down, especially if you're like the owner of a company and you got to lay people off, that sucks. But if you're one of the employees, what am I going to do? So like I said, you don't know what's going to happen. So you're overstressing yourself out. So maybe instead of saying, okay, well, in that instance, it might happen, then, maybe I shouldn't spend so frivolously right now. Maybe I need to pay attention on my purchases. When I get on the Amazon, do I really need this or do I really want this? And, just realize the difference, because all this stress is like mental overload. Another way, and I don't like to talk about politics on my channel, but, with everything going on in Ukraine and you watch the news and let's say you hear about them talking about World War III. Sure, that could happen. But honestly, if that happened, what are you really going to do to prepare for that? Sure, you can have food and water and things like that and be prepared in that sense, but nobody's ever going to be 100% prepared for every thing in life. So, while it's okay to be concerned about some things and to say that, okay, with this money thing, like I said, it's okay to go, okay, well, if the economy goes out, then, what do I need to do? Then sure, start putting a little extra away, stop ordering, maybe cancel the Netflix subscription for 6 months. Stop buying the $7 lattes in the morning. Just go get the gas station coffee. Sometimes that can be okay. Maybe instead of going out to lunch every day, pack your lunch and all that extra money you're saving, either transfer it from your checking account and putting it into a savings account, or if you're somebody that actually uses cash, then stick that money in a jar. And, you're going to save a lot of money really quickly. And then if, for example, if the economy hopefully doesn't crash, but if something like that did happen, you're going to have a little money saved up that can get you through, the hard time. Okay. So, again, all I have to say to you is I would really focus this week on your root chakra, because that is your sense of security, stability, your basic needs. And your basic needs, food, water, shelter, medical. Netflix isn't a basic need. $7 lattes are not a basic need. And I'm not trying to be your financial advisor or anything like that. I'm just saying that, again, I think that you're really worried about things that may or may not happen, and it's more than just a little concern. You're becoming obsessed with it, and it's putting you in mental overload. All right? So I would focus on your root chakra, meditate on that, use some crystals. Maybe some hematite is a great crystal you can use. Maybe some obsidian, something of that nature. Red jasper is another good one. But I would definitely focus on you meditating on your root chakra. I would also maybe sit, and if you are worried about financial things, maybe sit and make a list and tighten your budget. If you're not on a budget, maybe create a budget. But this mental overload you're on, you need to stop, take time, recharge, go outside, do earthing. Earthing is where you kick off your shoes and you stand on the ground in your bare feet and you just take some deep breaths in and out and let the energy from earth come up through your feet and all the way up to the top of your head through your crown chakra. And any negative energy that you have when you exhale out is going to move down your body, out through your feet, and back into the earth where it gets absorbed, and then it gets converted to positive energy. All right. So again, take it easy. Stop freaking out. And that's about anything. If it's not a money thing and you're just freaked out about all kinds of crazy stuff, stop. Okay? It's not good for you. You're going to make yourself sick. Okay. Middle card. You got the 5 of Wands. All right, so the 5 of Wands is usually comes into a reading when the universe is trying to tell you you need to take the higher road. So you may be in the midst of maybe some conflict, whether it's, maybe you're in a team at work and everybody's got all these ideas and everybody's screaming their ideas, but nobody's really listening. Or maybe it's just other people's drama. And, sometimes when you get into other people's drama, it brings you down and into whatever it is that's going on with them, and you get sucked into the drama. That's what this card is about this week, is that you're getting caught up in other people's drama and maybe their opinions as well. And the universe wants you to know that, you know what, when that starts to happen, you need to acknowledge it. Take a deep breath in, refocus your center, focus on your heart space, and rise above it. And if people have negative things to say about you or anybody else, don't even get into that. If it's people at work, and like I said, you guys all have these ideas and everybody's talking over everybody, or there's a problem and everybody's talking about over everybody, and that could be a family thing too. Maybe everybody in the family is screaming and hollering. Then you need to take the role to step back and get everybody calmed down, and you be the one that they look up to. Okay. And I'm not saying that you're the one that needs to make decisions. I'm just saying that you're the one that needs to get everybody focused and on the same page, or at least calm down so you can have a discussion rationally. So if it's like your family and everybody's arguing about whatever, who's getting used to the car this weekend, somebody needs to rise up and get everybody calm so that everybody can talk and everybody can make a decision together. And it's the same with the work example. If everybody's yelling and screaming their ideas or solutions for the problem or blaming people, rise up, get everybody to calm down, and then talk rationally. But like I said, drama, I think that too, like I said, it could be that you're getting caught up into other people's drama. And that is not a good thing. We do not like drama llamas, and we don't want to become a drama llama. So if you find yourself around those people that are trying to suck you into the miserableness and the energy draining crap that they're going through or that they're creating, go, Take the higher road and be done with it. Either walk away, come up with an excuse, or just say to somebody, look, I'm sorry, I don't have time to be involved in all this. I have my own stuff, and you walk away. There's a way to tactfully do that, and there's a way to rudely do it. Sometimes you have to be rude, and if that's the case, do it. But just make sure that it's coming from the heart space and that it's not coming from a point of anger or bother or something like that, something negative. It's okay not to want to be caught up in other people's crap. Because when you do, it brings you down. And then what happens? Your vibe comes down. Your energy is being drained. All of a sudden, our chakras aren't spinning properly. And you're feeling miserable, and then you've got emotional issues. Those can turn into physical issues. It spirals out of control. So again, the overall message from the universe for this week is to take the higher ground. Be the bigger person. And by that, I'm not saying that you need to say other people are right. That's not what I am saying at all. Just don't get caught in the chaos, because there's going to be a lot of chaos and a lot of drama, and don't get caught up in it. It will not be good for your energy. All right. Right card. Let's see what you got this fantastic Monday morning. And you got the King of Pentacles. This is actually a really great card. I love this energy because this card is about abundance and prosperity. Now, remember, pentacles in tarot sometimes gets referred to as coins, but it usually has to deal with financial, monetary, career, sometimes issues. But I think that there's a lot of, you're in a space where I think that I do think this has to deal with money this week. And one of the other cards had, I think it was the left card. They didn't get pentacles, but their card was definitely about money. I think that you're in a point where, you're managing your money very well. I think maybe you're budgeting, you've got that balance going on. When to splurge and when not to splurge. You understand that you can't just always be penny pinching and saving for a rainy day, that, sometimes you've got to splurge and enjoy what you have. So you have that balance there. And so it's really great that I see that you're putting away for the future. And if that's not something you're currently doing, I think that's something that's coming up, that you're going to be in a nice point where you can start doing things like that. I think you're also going to have a lot of really great opportunities presented to you, whether it's promotion at work or a raise, maybe a little side hustle, maybe some kind of temporary seasonal work, or there's going to be lots of opportunities or different opportunities in terms of financial wealth that are going to open up for you. Just keep doing what you're doing, because you do think things through, and like I said, if you're already making investing in your 401k or your Roth IRA, or putting money away in a savings, keep doing that. Always keep thinking things through before you get, involved in something. But like I said, I think you're really at a good point where you're really feeling the prosperity. And this doesn't mean that you're rich or a millionaire, maybe it's just a matter you finally paid off your car and now you got an extra $500 a month. That's huge, and maybe with that extra $500 a month, you go, you know what, I'm going to put $300 in an IRA every month, and the other $200, if I want to buy lattes, or if I want to go out to a fancy dinner a couple times a week, you're not going to do too many fancy dinners a couple times a week for $200, but you know what I'm saying. You have that nice balance, and you really understand the importance of saving and making good investments. And that's another thing, is that you're making good, solid investments. You're not trying to do these crazy get rich quick schemes, or just throwing out your money to the first, your friend comes along, hey, I heard about this stock. I think that if that's the case, you're researching it, and you're doing the things that you need to do to make sure that your life is filled with abundance and prosperity, and which it is and which it will be, because all of the hard work and the saving and the not splurging is, if it hasn't started paying off, is about to pay off. Just really great energy. So again, with the King of Pentacles, there's really nothing more I need to say. Just, keep doing what you're doing. Keep that nice balance of saving and treating yourself, and keep doing your research and thinking things through before you make your financial decisions. And I think you're going to keep seeing that wonderful abundance and that prosperity in your life, in all aspects of your life, honestly. All right, so it's time for our Reiki hug. So I'm going to grab the bowl real quick. I have it right here next to me. Oops. I got to use the little pillow. Otherwise, it makes the desk vibrate anyway, but it'll really make the desk vibrate. And little fuzz balls on my cushion. That'll drive me crazy. All right, so we're using one of the, I know it looks backwards to you, it's our Zen therapeutic bowls. These, like I said, these are best, honestly, for vibrational therapy. But because you can hear the sound resonate, sound is vibration. So while you're not, it's not physically on your body, but it's like working from the inside out. All right, so if you haven't already done so, guys, go ahead and put those cell phones on silent for just 2 minutes. That's it. You can do it for 2 minutes. So go ahead and do that. Once you're done, get yourself in a comfortable position, sitting up, laying down, whichever. And then I want you to close your eyes and start focusing on your breathing in and out, nice and easy. Feeling the natural rise and fall of your chest. In and out. Start focusing on your forehead and relaxing it. Relaxing your face, your chin, your jaws, your teeth, nothing clenched. Working your way down your body, your arms, your torso, your hips, your thighs. Scanning, going down more, down to your calves, your ankles, your feet, and your toes. Make sure everything is nice and relaxed, no tension. Breathing in and out. If at any time you start to get monkey mind, just take a deep breath in and exhale that thought right out of your head. This is your time, and you don't need to deal with any of that right now. All right, go ahead and start wiggling those fingers and toes. Still breathing, taking your time, opening your eyes. Take all the time you need, coming back to the present moment. Thank you for joining me today. Again, remember, smash that subscribe button if you haven't done so. Also, check out the description below for all the specials and everything going on. If you're interested in any of the specials, especially the April healing event, please make sure you sign up immediately. Time is running out. You don't want to miss out. It's going to be a great healing event. And if you're interested in any other of my services, personal readings, numerology reports, astrology reports, just distance Reiki, just go to check out yournaturalhealer.com. If you're interested in learning anything about spirituality, I have been adding courses onto my educational center, and you can check that out at lotuscenter.online.com. All right, everybody, I will see you Wednesday for our midweek energy, just to give us a little bit of guidance of what we should be meditating on. And then I will see you again on Friday morning for our weekend oracle message. Have a fantastic day. Namaste. Oops, I almost forgot. Go live your best lives, but do it the natural way. Namaste.